1980. Hope everyone is doing well. So in this video, I am going to give you guys some awesome tips on how to save money. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but some of you guys probably do just from watching my videos. But I saved $50,000 in 3 years. Also, I have made a lot of good financial decisions throughout my life. So I figured I could give a tip or two on how to save money. So if you want to know how to save, I suggest you keep watching this video. Alright, so you guys can take me seriously. I'm going to take off this silly glasses and we're going to start. Tip number 8 is avoid car payments. And there's several ways you can do this. Okay, the first way, this is the way that I did it. The first way is you could purchase a brand new car. My car is no longer brand new, but you could purchase a brand new car, pay it off early. So say you buy a brand new car and you pay it off in 3 years. And then after the 3 years, you drive the car for another 7 years or so with no car payments. So that's one of the best things you could do is avoid a car payment. Another thing you could do is get a really good used car. Now, if you're getting a used car and you're constantly having it in the shop, then you are not really avoiding car payments, okay? Because you're paying it in some other way. Another thing you could do is you could save enough money to buy your car cash. So basically just try to avoid car payments, because I know a lot of people, they purchase a car and then every 3 years they get another new car. It's not necessary. As long as your car gets you to point A to point B, you're good. So try to avoid car payments. Instead of paying $300-400 a month on that car, that $300-400 could go into your savings accounts. Okay, tip number 9 could be a little challenging sometimes. I know it's challenging for me because everyone thinks that I'm rich and I'm not. So tip number 9 is avoid loaning relatives, family, friends money when you know darn well you're not gonna get it back. Oh, this is my favorite one. Can I borrow $1,000 and I give it to you next week? How about this? You don't ask me for the $1,000 and you use the $1,000 you're going to give me next week to, you know, solve your situation, because I can't help you. They're not going to give it to you next week. Oh, this is my favorite. Can I borrow $3,000 and I give it to you when I get my income tax? If you're really waiting on your income tax to do something with your life, girl, I can't trust you. I'm sorry. I'm just saying. So definitely do not lend money to anyone, because 9 times out of 10, their finances are not together. That's why they have to borrow money from you and you're not going to get it back. And then you're going to end up losing a friend or a close family member or what have you. And it's not worth it. Just tell them this. Listen, I'm sorry. I don't have it. I know you might think I have it. I don't have it. Sorry. Okay, so tip number 10 is you don't borrow any money from anyone. So what does that mean? Because you're not going to borrow money from a friend or anyone, right? So that means do not use credit cards, because those things get you in a lot of trouble. I'm tell you right now, if I go on a date with a guy and he's using his credit card to pay for a meal, I'm already turned off, because you're telling me that you cannot afford this meal and that's why you have to use a credit card. Like, really? No. So a lot of you guys are saying, well, how do I build my credit if I don't have a credit card? So this is what I suggest. If you don't have no credit at all, I had to get a Best Buy card. It's a credit card, but it's not really a credit card. I can't use that Best Buy card to Target or what have you. So I suggest that you get a card, and you only do this if you're trying to build your credit, okay? So you get a store card. Like, for example, if you shop at Walmart a lot, use a Walmart card. Or if you shop at Target a lot, use a Target card. I like electronics, right? So I went ahead and I applied for a Best Buy card. and I got a few things that I needed. Like for example, I had to get a new Mac computer, so I paid cash for a portion of it, and I used my Best Buy card for the other portion. And what I do every single month, I pay my card in full, and that helps you with your credits. You could pay it in full. Okay, back in the day, I had got a Target card because I was a Target freak. Like, I love Target, and I used to go to Target to go grocery shopping. So this is what I did. I had my Target red card. I will get all my groceries, I would get in the line, pay for my groceries with my Target card, and then after that I would go into the customer service line. Right after shopping, I would go into the customer service line and I would pay for that bill. So say if my groceries was $150, I would make sure I had the $150 to spend. I would use my Target red card. Then I would go into customer service line and I would make a payment on my card for $150. So my card was already paid for before the bill even came. I did that every single month, and that took my credit score to the roof. So that's what you do. You do not use a credit card because you're broke. You use a card, a store card, to build your credit. That's the only time that I would say it's okay to use any credit card. That's the only time I would say it. That's the only time when you're trying to build your credit. And always pay your monthly payment in full every single month. So if you pay it off, then you have to go out and purchase something else. Like for Best Buy, for example, I knew that I needed my Mac computer. When I didn't need anything, then what I did, I bought a bag of chips from Best Buy or a movie or what have you, and I just paid the whole thing in full. Or you could buy a camera or whatever and just pay, like $50 every month or what have you. But I only utilize it to build my credits. That's the only reason why I have that card, okay? Okay, so tip number 11. If you guys are watching this video and you guys are like, oh my God, I can't do any of those things. I just don't have the money. Like, I don't have the money. I just don't make enough. So tip number 11 is get a side job. If you're doing everything you can, everything to save, and it's just not working out for you, you just cannot find that extra $300, then get a side job. Even if you have to just work like every other weekend, it's just every once in a while, at least you know when you get that check from that side job, that's your savings, okay? If you are married or you have a significant other, then you may not have to have a side job. You may, okay, honey, when you get paid, we're going to save this amount from your finances or whatever. I didn't do that. I always save, the income that I had. I don't have that option, but if you do have that option, then that's awesome. But if not, get a side job, and that could be the money that you use to save. Okay, so that's tip number 11, get a side job. Tip number 12, and this is the last tip. Tip number 12 is education. Utilize a school in your area that is affordable. I know everybody wants to go here for college, and you want to go to that private college, and it doesn't make any sense. For example, if you want to do nursing, since that's what I did, I'm going to use that as an example, and a private college costs $40,000 to get into nursing, but this community college right down the street is $7,000. Why would you spend $40,000 when you can spend $7,000 and you don't have to use any student loans? That's another tip. No student loans, don't use them. Get grants only or pay your way through school. But anyways, definitely utilize a school that is cheaper, because at the end of the day, when you start looking for these jobs, they're not going to say, you didn't go to this white school, so you cannot work here. Of course, you want to go to a school that is accredited, but there are always cheaper options when it comes to education. And the best thing about it is when you graduate and you start working, you don't have to worry about paying someone $400 or $500 a month and trying to have a mortgage and trying to have a car payment, and you have kids, and guess what? You're just gonna be in debt for a long time. So avoid all that stuff in the beginning and just go to a school that's affordable. That's it, guys. Those are all my tips. So we're gonna run down the tips really quick, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I hope you guys find these tips very helpful. So the tips are: minimize your bills, enjoy the simple things in life versus shopping unnecessary, like pack your lunch and things like that. Use automatic saving withdrawals. Use 2 bank accounts versus 1, so that way you don't have to worry about your money being mixed together, or you having easy access of transferring money from this account to another, or even having easy access to just withdraw the money on the weekends or what have you. Keep track of your bills. Check your account daily, twice a day actually. Thrift shop or invest in classic pieces. Avoid car payments. Don't loan money out to friends or family members or what have you. Don't borrow money. Avoid credit cards unless you're going to use like a store card just to build your credit. Get a side job if you need to, and also go to a school that's affordable for your education. That's all the tips, guys. Please comment below and give me some of your tips so that way we all can share. Like I said, I have saved $50,000 in 3 years. And with that, I was able to purchase my home. Now I'm in my home and I'm still saving as I speak today. When I purchased my home, I was broke, but now I have $6,000 in my account, so it can be done. Live fabulously by not spending like a crazy person. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao. Bye, guys.